Zen Buddhism says, life exists in the present or nowhere at all. And I believe that today. I believe that there is nowhere else I'd rather be today than with all of you. And so many of you who've walked this journey with me and lived through my pages. Whether you're here in spirit or in person, sorry. I know you're here. Thank you. To Inanna Publications to believe in my story, and to Luciana, who's held a torch for me from the day that I delivered the manuscript on her doorstep to today and hopefully beyond. To everyone in the Inanna family, I am so happy to be a part of you. To Brenda, to Renee, to Kimberly, to all my fellow authors, thank you. To my best friend, my soulmate, Bobby. Life would only be a road trip, not a celebration, without you. To my crazy, beautiful kids who traded the role of the mother so many times, 1,000 times with me. And to Siddharth, Monica, and my parents. But today is not just about me, it's larger than me. Today is about all those people who are in the silences and the shadows and who don't get spaces like this to come. And not that their stories are less important or their voices are less loud or irrelevant. I dedicate my narrative to those stories. Peacock in the Snow saved me. Through it, I found the resilience to cope and come to terms with my imperfections and that of the world around me. Peacock in the Snow is about a girl who was able to transcend a life that was safe, privileged, subjugated, just by her audacity to question it and her courage to redefine it. I'm going to read a little bit from the book. Page 48, chapter 10. The crescent moon still peeped from under the dark clouds, but I knew it was time to go, as the first crack of crimson had already summoned the breaking of dawn. I slipped into an old pair of jeans, faded runners, and grabbed a torch for my back pocket. Thankfully, the nauseating giddiness had not returned. The house was quiet as always. From the garden window through the mist, I saw the outline of a crouched figure walking towards our bedroom. Or was it just my imagination? I knew that soon Sheila would be back to check on me, and I had a nagging suspicion that she already had guessed my plan. But I wouldn't allow anyone to spoil what I was setting out to do, not even Sheila. So instead, I snuck out of the dressing room back door. I opened the cobbled alley near the servant quarters. I followed it to the lawn, climbed over the balcony, and finally reached the pantry. The rusty black iron key that I needed was hanging mutely among the other loud kitchen cabinet keys. I swiftly removed it from the hook, inhaled deeply, and stepped out onto the dark path to explore the forbidden west wing of Veer's mansion. Page 189, chapter 28. I waded through the grass and sat next to him, and then he surprised me. I'm sorry, Maya. He said it in a soft voice, not a tone that I could snap a retort to. Sorry? Yes, Maya, I'm sorry for dragging you here, and I'm sorry for my behavior. I really don't know what comes over me. I get these frenzies in my head, these voices, these dark, untrusting thoughts, and then I cannot control myself. I felt his pain, his helplessness. The wind blew in from the lake, crisp and bitter. In a moment, I understood what was happening. Gayatri's story flashed before my eyes. Veer had to know. I had to share the secret. Veer, do you know about your grandfather? A dark shadow crossed his face. Page 207, chapter 30. It was almost dark when Edith's friends left. After the last pot was washed and hung, Dia whispered, "Ma, can you tuck me in?" I wondered if she'd caught some of my earlier uneasiness in the forest. Our rooms were on the top floor and overlooked a forest, like the rest of the house. But unlike the rest of the house, they were small and stuffy. Instinctively, I opened the latch window for ventilation. Then I glanced outside. A thick mist had replaced the storm. Edith had laid out extra comforters and blankets. Even before my toes warmed up, Thea had slipped into a deep sleep. I was contemplating whether to join the others in the library for a glass of port when the room started filling up with mist. Maybe it had not been a good idea to open the windows. As I got up to close them, the lone side table lamp started flickering. 1, 2, 3. My heart leapt. I frantically started opening drawers looking for a flashlight. In a tall dresser, I found some matches and a candle, but it was too late. 1, 2, 3, and there was pitch darkness. The mist had brought in the smell of the forest. I saw myself in the mirror, moving to the door with the candle in my hand. But here I was, still in bed, my toes still cold. I looked at my reflection in the mirror again. No, that was not me. She looked like me, but she was not me. The woman in the mirror was calling and pointing towards the forest. I opened my eyes. I was sweating. Dream or not, I had to get us all out of this house fast. Thank you.